What is up guys, Kknowley here, and I'm bringing you another Team Fortress 2 video. First in a while. This is post-commentary. It was all supposed to be one live commentary session that was going to last quite a long time, but the live commentary was terrible. It was my first attempt at it, so instead I took what was an alright gameplay and thought I'd do some post-commentary, maybe do some play-by-play. Really quickly, in the setup period, I'm going to tell you why I was not uploading for well over a month. Firstly, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 came out reasonably soon after we started uploading, and that put a few spanners into the works because me and Eden both play Call of Duty, and so when it came out we were playing a lot of that. It's not a bad game, quite enjoyed it, but novelty factor's worn off, spawns are a bit rubbish, so back to Team Fortress 2. The second reason is, and this is the whole reason why I was able to try and do a live commentary, got a brand new computer that runs at much higher frames per second.
Save it for 2 if you can. We probably won't need it for 1.
But it took me a while to set up a few things, get my recording programs ready, and also I'm terribly lazy. But anyway, enough of that. Back to the gameplay, and this is Dust Bowl, which is not the map I want to play. I was trying to get on a 24-man server with some rotation, but honestly there was no. This is pretty embarrassing. There were absolutely no terrible. There were absolutely no decent servers other than this Dust Bowl right around a lot. So I popped on to get a warm-up match, happened to be recording, and I'm going to use this commentary. It's only about 14 minutes long. So this is my first attempt doing play-by-play. The thing about Dust Bowl on offense is really you have a disadvantage being on offense because it's a poorly made competitive map. It's fun to play. By the way, swap into the black box because I found there were a fair few soldiers on their team, and if you're in a soldier versus soldier battle, black box gives you a real advantage because you can kill in 2 to 3 rockets, so that fourth isn't as useful, but the 15 health on hit is. So I found myself using the black box a fair bit in this match. Otherwise, the main rocket launcher is a better choice. So back to the offense on Dust Bowl. We are about to leave spawn. It just happens they don't have sentries set up, they don't have overcharged barriers coming in. But what's poorly made about this starting offense is that ramp, and I am awful at noticing spies.
Go on then, let's go.
That ramp makes it very difficult for you to get out, but for pipes and even the angle allows for rockets and snipers to shoot in. So we had one overcharge which was enough to get us out. It's always good to take control of this roof that I was on a minute ago. Consider going pyro. Because like Eden says, he plays spy a lot. And when there's one spy, everyone's like, oh, there's a spy, so there's a deal. When there's 2, and you get backstabbed, you know there's 2. Well, what other time you might go something to pyro, just steal the So, honestly, this is a message to spy. If you see another spy on your team, not that much point in you going spy most of the time.
Spy.
Play-by-play, that was what I was going to do, wasn't it? So right there, you see someone jump over the soldier, use his rocket and my rocket to get more height, get behind him, and quickly inspect him, cap the first point, and have a scout see him on the first point. So, I don't know, that round was alright for me. It helped with the victory. And this is the last round of the small offense because it's a 3 attack defend map. And of all of them, this is the hardest to win, probably. The other one's also quite hard to win. Had we not had a scout back capping, we might not have. I keep getting followed around this match. By the way, I've got the festive buff banner. Christmas is over. Christmas and New Year's over at this point, and I had a good Christmas. I hope everyone else did. The TF2 Christmas update was a little disappointing in that almost whatever you did, you had to put money into it. You think about it, there was very little that came for free. And that seems to be the theme this year, and it was the theme last year. You had to pay for most things. We got a new map last year, this year we got a new map this year. I did it, and it was better than the others, but it's disappointing slightly. That was a spot. So right here, because I think it was balanced medics, just good shot by the sniper. And they're both controlled medics. Though we have a slight team ability advantage. Whoever pops first has a real aggressive advantage. So because we popped first, we had to push on them. On their point. Had they pushed first, they could have pushed in on our spawn. On their last point. If they set up more sentries, it's really very difficult. You can see the engineer building that way. I'm getting backstabbed again by Pyrovision Goggles Spy. We got another soldier in our team, also using the black box, but the thing about black box, tripping up my words. The thing about playing soldier on this map is it's worse than Demo Man, because while the corridors are good for soldier, they have the rockets. It's better for the Demo Man because you can overthink and not be in any danger while doing so. Anyway, this is a good judge where I get 1 kill, 2 kills, but then we push up here, which I don't know this medic, by the way. It's fancy that, but he spent quite a lot of time with me. We push up here and take control of this building, which is a great building for a sentry normally. And God, I told you that. So there's 1 soldier versus and a medic versus 3 soldiers in there. But I managed to kill 1 of their soldiers and get out alive because the buff band is very good. I use it on this set instead of the gunboats because it's more of a pocketing set. I'm more likely to get pocketed through playing this sort of soldier than one legend. Rampage. I go on a rampage there. I think that's a 7 kill streak, but when I die it says I'm on a 5 kill streak? I don't know. So right here, this happens throughout. The layout of Dust Bowl is pretty much one main way where people will tend to go. There's another way where mainly the defenders can go to get behind the offensive team. And Pyros do that throughout. This is an awful place for a teleporter, by the way. Normally Pyros do that throughout. But in this game, Pyros do that throughout. It's a good way for spies to get that. Was awful, by the way. It's a good way for spies. I'm going down there now. Good place for spies. Third attempt at saying that. I like to cut myself off. Yeah, I rescued it there. That was quite well played. Good place for spies to go to get behind teams. It's on both sides, but also Pyros, because Pyros and Scouts can work quite a fair bit like spies. I mean, especially if you've got a bat burner. That thing kills as fast as a backstab, as you saw them. I think they have 2 Pyros that are doing that. Another note, teleporter order. I think the teleporter order is actually sitting beside me as a spray. Just so everyone knows, if you're a scout, don't steal a teleporter over a power class or even an engineer. So you probably use it. There we go. Backburn again. Make sure the priority classes get there first. The slower classes and the power classes. I have no idea how there is a
Never get a crit when you want one.
Spawn. I assume there was a spy camp in the doorway, which don't do that, because you're not really helping the team. Unless you get a big pit like a medic when they first spawn. I don't know. It's just frustrating. So our team's been pushed back at this point after our early onslaught when me and the medic got quite close to the point. And I was thinking, oh god, this doesn't be uploadable. It's going to go on forever. Fortunately, mainly because I think our medic does a better job on maneuvers right now. Showing up with that both our medic and our demo got out because they were left really maybe two medics on that team. And I take out one with the crit rocket, which is always lucky. I've had no crit servers in this one, but I'd say about all servers are regular crits turned on, so it's very difficult, especially when I have trouble finding decent performance. So I finally built up enough rage to get the buff back. This I was hoping would allow for a push, but it was a mini sentry I didn't notice because we had a dead body on top of it. An icicle heavy. And we don't get as far up as I would have liked to. This server also, you can tell it's quite casual because it has a plugin where you respawn faster, assuming there's a correct number of players in the server. It makes for a less serious experience, but when you're playing Dust Bowl 20%, which is fun, but please don't do that all the time. There's a soldier also using the buff banner in our team. If you're able to coordinate buff banners, it's almost as powerful as the crits crew or even regular Ruby. I assume, that spy really went out of his way to get up there by the engineer. He must be going through our teleporter. It's a spawn. A big spawn camp a couple of just together. See how well he timed that Uber. I may not actually get very many kills with it, one. But I made them pop Uber, which is good. And I also threw their team around enough to push them back. So we got at least a team push, while I didn't do so well for the medic. I always feel some sort of guilt, because the medics spend so long building up their Uber charge. You don't get a load of kills with it. You just feel you haven't earned them the points you should have. That's just how I feel. I find heavy Uber charges? Soldier Uber charges not that easy to do too much with unless you do that correctly because of the rocket's nature, how they have changeable damage. I think at this point we're coming towards our final push. Taking out the engineer, I assume the later is building up in that room, like I said earlier. It's heavy spreads. Also, this mate does a great job of not popping, so keep it. Oh, I can distract him as I jump in. Get enough points for my buff banner. And we now have pretty much control over their spawn because I need to. But before I can get the full cap, Heavy comes out and kills it and getting revenge on me actually. Had my medic, I don't know whether he died, had he stayed up with me. We still have a demo man at that point. Might have got that cap. And honestly, this is like I say, casual serve. But for me, I was trying to get a good gameplay that wasn't too long. So here we go. We get the final cap. I'm top scoring with the medic just behind me. That was a good game. And if you enjoyed it, please like the video and tune in next time.